What's going on, dudes? Today we will talk about performing a plank. Use the timestamps if you want to go directly to the execution, or don't skip and follow the first theory part. Let's get it in. A plank is an isometric exercise against gravity. Isometric is a contraction of muscles but without any movement in the angles of the joints. Your primary worked muscles are the transversus abdominis, rectus abdominis, internal and external obliques. These muscles increase the spine stability and raise the intra-abdominal pressure. Other worked muscles are the serratus anterior, the deltoids and the quads. For the length of the video, I keep it short without naming more muscles who are worked. The exercise has a low compressive force on the spine, and it's a good start to understand body posture without having to worry about the involvement of dynamics. When you can perform a plank for over a minute, the benefits start to decrease. And the whole core does not get worked properly because of its restricted movement. That's why adding dynamics will make the exercise more effective. I will give some intermediate exercises at the end of the video. Let's start with the execution. You want to keep your ankles in dorsiflexion, knees straight, hips neutral, pelvis tilted backwards, shoulders protracted, head neutral, and keep your forearms straight. We start with the ankle position. Keeping your feet in dorsiflexion causes increased activations of the abdominal muscles compared to plantar flexion. That's why you want to keep your feet in dorsiflexion. You want to keep your knees straight to activate the quads and create more tension in your body. Don't keep your hips too low or too high. You want to keep your hips right in the middle to maintain a straight body line. Keep your pelvis tilted backwards to protect your spine and to contract your rectus abdominis. This is one of those details where I see most people make an error. Keep that pelvis tilted backwards, dudes. Protract your shoulders by pushing your shoulders down. This way you can activate your serratus anterior. Make sure that your shoulders are depressed to create stability in your shoulder girdle. Don't keep your head too low or too high. Keep it in a neutral position so that your spine is aligned. This way you can keep your neck safe. The forearms are often forgotten in the plank, and that's too bad. By keeping the forearms inward, you get internal shoulder rotation, which is not a healthy position for the shoulder. Put your forearms forward to set yourself up for the external rotation of the shoulder. Do not flare your elbows out, otherwise you will overload them. Keep them right under your shoulders to load your shoulders correctly. Alright dudes, this was it for the basic plank. Train this exercise until you can hold it for 1 minute. When you can make it through a minute, you can step it up with these exercises. The next exercises will be more effective than the basic plank because you work more on the hip strength, control the rotation stability, and that way you engage the obliques way better, work the leg adductors when in side position, and you utilize the abdominis rectus more effectively because of the movement between the ribcage and the pelvis, aka trunk flexion. Let's see this in action. Alright guys, that was the end of the tutorial. If you thought it was helpful, give a like and I will see you in the next video. Peace!